Okay, I have an original routine to share with you today. I suppose you could think of it as a 7-card Monte. Now that should strike you as rather difficult to follow a card among 7 as the cards are being mixed, and there's some truth to that, but let's see how we do here. Okay, so we're going to try to follow the Joker. The Joker is right in the middle of this packet of 7 cards right now. 4th position, okay? So what I'm going to do is we're going to perform 2 very powerful shuffles. I can do it slowly so you can follow the Joker, hopefully. We're going to perform an under, down, and also something I call the first shall be last and the last shall be first. And you'll see why it has that name. Okay, so first off, the under, down, you go under and then down, under, down. By the way, there's the Joker, just to let you know. Under, down, under, down, under. Last one on top. And then this first shall be last, last shall be first. What you do is the spectator tells you how many cards to deal out into various piles. So you just begin dealing until they say stop. So maybe they say stop right there. And then maybe you deal a couple more and they say stop, that's fine. And then maybe a couple more again. And 2 more again, that's fine. Wherever they want to say stop, you stop. And then go on to the next pile until you run out of cards. Okay, so it's called first shall be last and the last shall be first for the simple reason that you pick up the last pile first and move in the opposite direction for the stacking. Okay, so let's do another under, down, under, down, under, down. Under, down, under, down, last one on top. You kept your eye on the Joker there. And now, how many cards do you want me to deal? Well, I'll just begin dealing until you say stop. Stop there. Stop there. And right there. Okay, first shall be last and the last shall be first. If I can pick them up. Okay, we can do as many of these as you like. Under, down. It just depends on how confident you are in following that crazy Joker around. Okay, there we go. And then another dealing. Stop there. Stop just with 1. Okay. 1 more. Okay, and we'll put the last one there. First shall be last, and the last shall be first. Okay, would you like to do any more of the under down? Do you feel like you know where the Joker is? Note to you as the performer, you can perform as many under downs followed by this first shall be last, last shall be first as you like. Okay? And so at this point, all you do is you just spread out the cards like this, just like so, and you have the spectator try to identify where the Joker is located. You want me to mix the cards further? Boy, you're feeling confident. Okay, well, we'll do it one more time then. That's fine. Under, down, under, down, down, under, down, under, down, under, down. Last one on top. Okay, tell me when to stop. Stop there. Stop there. And there. Okay. Pick up the last one first. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and spread these out best we can. Okay, just like that. Okay, so where do you think the Joker is? Now, a lot of people will think the Joker hasn't gone anywhere, right? And in some ways, that's the most likely guess, unless they kept track of it, which is like amazing if they do. So let's say they think it's right here, okay? So you can say, well, let's see if you're right. Oh, I'm so sorry. You lost track of that Joker, okay? But then you tell them, well, because of years of experience, I think I know where the Joker is. So let's just see how I can do. I'm going to go like this, like that. Sorry, Joker, you're upside down. And then I'll just deal these out into 2 sets of 3. Okay, Joker, you almost got your head cut off. Sorry about that. What's that? You want to see what's in the piles? Okay, that's fine. Whoa! What happened here? We not only found the Joker as the performer, but you've separated the reds from the blacks perfectly, despite the movement of all of those cards. On top of that, we know the cards were not, again, in their original order because the Joker was not in the middle. It was, I think, second from the top. Okay, so how does this work? Well, let me just show you this to you really quickly. So this is, in effect, using an invariant structure I discovered for the under-down deal involving 7 cards. Okay, so this is what I discovered. So you can think of the red ones as cards of the same kind. So they could be like red cards, and the black zeros were black cards. Or you could have the red cards be cards of the same suit, or cards of the same value, since we have that many in a deck. And then the zeros could be cards of a different value, or some other characteristic of interest. Okay, so here's the key. The under-down deal, what it does is it takes an organization like this, transforms it to that. Now, if you look at this carefully, it's not that different from where we started. In fact, you look at it really carefully, you'll realize that if you read this one backwards, so like 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0. This is just the reversal of that. So this first shall be last and last shall be first dealing is a packet reversal. So it reverses it back to its original kind of organizational structure. Now, it is true that the ones will be permuting or switching places among themselves, and the zeros will be switching places among themselves. But despite that, you still know where to go to find the red cards and where to go to find the black. Okay, so in our performance that you had me even mix additionally, it ended up that the Joker, so we started with the Joker here at the beginning, so that's why I made that note. But at the very end, when we were done, we found that the Joker was right there. Okay? So as I note here, the Joker will move into any one of the 4 ones, or the red ones here, in the original sequence. Okay, so you can just consider the Joker one of these other ones. It's going to be moved around within what we see as ones. It will never be in the positions of the zeros, right? It started in the middle, which is where a 1 is, if you look right there. But it got moved over here, which is fine, which means one of the other red cards, or quote ones, got moved there. Okay, so this is where we ended. Okay, so since we can consider the Joker as one of the red ones here, we know that the top card is, quote, red. In my case, I put red cards where the ones are, except for the Joker, right? I did exactly this. Red, red, black, Joker, red, black, black. Okay, that's how we set it up, okay? So at the end here, I knew that this would be red if I saw a Joker there, and then the next one would be black, red, red, black, black. And that's how I dealt them out if you rewatch the video there. Now, how did I know where the Joker was? Did I actually follow the Joker throughout all of that? That would be very difficult for anyone to do, okay? So as you might imagine, I kind of cheated a little bit here for keeping track of the Joker. I have a tiny little mark. I don't know if you can see it now. You probably can now that you're looking for it. But just in the corner here and the corner down there, I just kind of broke up the white border, inner border, a little bit. And so at the end, I found that the Joker was second, right? Second from the top, like this. Okay, so I could see the Joker right there. So I knew that we were in this kind of situation. So top one's red, then the Joker, then black, red, red, black, black. Okay, fairly simple from there. So anyway, that's the secret. So thank you for watching, and take a look at other videos on the Absolute Math Magic channel.